feud with Christy. I hate the fact that it's happening, but it's not because of any of my actions.
Clay's ruined my relationship with my mother.
I don't feel any guilt.
My father would be angry with my mother.
Christy wants what Christy wants. She never has to accept me, but she's only got one mother.
Her performances are splashy and spectacular, but in private, superstar Beyoncé is just the opposite.
All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
The Beyoncé that I saw when I was hanging out with her is still a nice person. Off stage, she's very shy, humble, almost quiet.
How you doing, honey, baby?
Rolling Stone's Touré reveals in the magazine's current issue that when this diva gets up on stage, her powerful alter ego, Sasha, takes over.
It happens sort of subconsciously. She's not even aware of it. And this is Sasha, this other person on stage who's just like, you know, showtime.
The very private superstar won't discuss boyfriend Jay-Z, but she does admit to some family plans.
She definitely wants kids. She talks about she'd like to have 2 boys and a girl.
Meanwhile, sexy siren Angelina Jolie's hot-blooded male fans will have to cool down. In GQ's cover story this month, the brunette beauty reveals she's taken on a new lover but is keeping his name a secret. Could be anyone, though. The former Mrs. Billy Bob Thornton has been linked to Nick Cage, Val Kilmer, Colin Farrell, and Kiefer Sutherland, just to name a few. And that's what's on the stands right now.
When I was in high school, man, I had the biggest afro. This is not a beauty parlor afro. This is a homemade afro. They used to call me Brick House, but a brick house was a figure 8, you know, really well built. I'll tell you, when I was in high school, I was like a church mouse. When I met Woodrow, believe me, the tiger had been awakened inside of me.
Back in high school, I was pretty thin, around 130 pounds. I was very athletic. I wore an afro, nice size afro. I remember I used to have the girls sitting on the porch braiding my hair and everything.
Next on Lifetime's Intimate Portrait, Nancy Kerrigan. As a bronze medalist in the 1992 Olympics, Nancy Kerrigan turned heads with her grace and beauty.
When I stepped on the ice, I think people did have that reaction, like, wow, look at that.
She looked absolutely like a goddess.
Her success as a world-class athlete came from that absolute precision and attention to detail.
But at the 1994 Olympics, Nancy was plunged into one of the most bizarre events in sports history.
I don't think in a million years a scriptwriter could have written such a bizarre story.
As I went through the curtain, something just hit me and I just fell right to the ground.
It was shocking. It was scary, very scary.
Although suspicions soon turned to a teammate,
I think I said, where was Tanya Harding?
It was Nancy who was ultimately demonized in the media spotlight.
They put her on the pedestal and, you know, took her off of it too.
But somehow Nancy found the strength to create another life.
I'm Nancy Kerrigan. We've come a long way, and we still have our best stories to tell.
Now, meet the Nancy the world has never seen.
I wanted that.
I know, I knew you would with pizza.
Yo.
A great talent, an innocent target, a story of personal triumph. This is Lifetime's Intimate Portrait of Nancy Kerrigan.